Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. I'm sure everybody knows, this is my group right here. The group's a little bit shy. I used to be shy. Believe it or not, I am actually introvert and I'm scared of public speaking. I know. Things that we evolve into, right? So actually, social media turned me to this person who now is not afraid of talking in front of people. Like before, there was no way I could do this. You know, until like 6 years ago, you couldn't put me in front of talk to people. So, Lena Samigoulina group. This is my girls, Maggie, Coca, Rose. Yes. So apparently we're like killing it on social media. That's what they say. I actually, my social media story. When I was married, my ex was completely against it. I opened Facebook, I closed it. And then my sister, when I was going through divorce, she's like, "Lena, you gotta watch Instagram." By that point, she had 100,000 followers, and she was doing it consistently. She was already a big star. I'm like, She's like, "Lena, just do it." So I literally launched my Instagram because of my sister about 6 years ago when I was going through divorce. So in the beginning, I was just using my social media as kind of like emotional support for whatever I was going through. You know, and I realized that I was not the crazy one he was. So, you know, luckily I found out a lot of support on social media. That's proved like, oh, okay. Anyways, but that's kind of was my, and then I launched Instagram, started doing little things. And then when I had about 400 followers, I got my first little lead buyer, a lady. She's like, "I want you to be my realtor." I'm like, "Oh shit, I've got to take this seriously." So since then, you know, I was doing it consistently. You know, like in real estate, when they say you need to make 100 calls a day, right? So like whatever you guys doing on the phone, I was doing it with Instagram every single day. You know, my weekly goal for myself was to add at least 100 followers per week. And this is what I tell my girls. This is what I tell mentees that I teach, that you have to take social media very seriously, especially in today's world. This is, for me, this is my digital business card. You know, all I have to do is tell them my Instagram account. They look through it. Well, this is YouTube, but I don't navigate this. So you probably already, yeah. So Realtor Lena. Reason why Instagram, I love Instagram the most out of all social media because it's easy to use. All people need to do is scroll down my page. They don't even need to read this, but you know, if you scroll down my page, it will take you 1 minute. You will have no doubt that I am a luxury real estate agent and I'm killing, right? I mean, this is the point. This is the point of social media, okay? So I treat it, to me, it's more important than even the website. You know, it's easy to use, you scroll down, you don't even need to read. And nowadays, what I learned a couple of years ago, that this is very important. This right here, okay? To get your, I think it's called highlights. This is called highlights. To get highlights right here, many people don't even scroll down the page, they just go through the highlights right here, okay? And look, Brentwood, Beverly Hills, public speaking, team, Malibu, realtor life, reviews, everything is here, okay? To get your post to here, you have to start up here. First, they go into your story, then they save it in your archive, and only through the archive, then you can create a folder right here. So, you know what I'm saying? So if you want your highlights to look like this, and right here, like when you click on Brentwood, Beverly Hills or whatever, so well, all the properties or all the posts that I'm putting it up here, so people, it's very easy. They just look through here, and it's all here, okay? And all my reviews are here too.
Where did you get your reviews from? What source do you use?
For
Reviews.
this all from Zillow.
Oh, okay.
You know, because I've been with Zillow for like so many years. You can use Google, whatever platform you're using for reviews. Have you been using?
No, I'm not using it. What platform do you recommend?
Well, it used to be Zillow, but Zillow is being difficult nowadays because now they're taking it away for people who don't pay. So probably create a Google page. Yeah, something that will be consistent that we won't have to lose. Sure, yes. Every single deal that I do, I send them requests for review. You know, and it stays on Zillow even when people Google your name. Right now, if you Google my name, my social media, all my social media gonna show up right there. You know, and that's what many people do. They Google your name before they hire you. You know, I had an agent who was looking for a referral on the West Side. He called I can't remember which team leader we had back then. So he asked for a couple names. He gave a couple names. So the agent in Vegas Googled my name, and he's like, "Okay, I want to work with her." So basically, what you're doing by building your social media, you want, as soon as people Google your name, you want all of this to show up in front of them, okay? And they don't need to go far, they don't need to do research. This becomes your digital business card, okay? And like I said, and my goal when I started building my Instagram, you have to make it eye-catching, right? The colors, don't put stupid pastries. Like if you want to be, people think about you as a real estate agent, think real estate. Okay, please think properties. We have access to the most precious commodity that people want, real estate, right? Especially luxury real estate. Like people sitting somewhere and we're showing them these beautiful homes that there's no way they can see that in person, right? For some people, it's never achieving goal, but that's what it's like, a shiny object that they want to see all the time. And if you keep showing it to them, they will follow you. So, my goal is not only get my followers per week, but how do you keep them here? Because people actually very spoiled. If they don't like your content, they'll just unfollow you. Like, dang, Like at some point, I think I was posting all the properties, and all of a sudden somebody unfollowed me. I'm like, did you unfollow me? They're like, yeah, it became all just real estate. I'm like, noted. So I've made so many notes throughout my experience building social media on what people want. They don't want to see only homes. They want to see something. They want to see that there's a real person behind it, that it's not just your assistant doing it. And I think that's how I'm very, people know me because they can relate to me. I constantly check my direct messages every single day. I respond to them. And even if people put, those likes on my stories with the heart eyes, I like each single DM. So they see that they are appreciated. And they're not just shooting their DMs. So of course, people hit on me, that's a given. It is what it is. I tell them I have a boyfriend, so it's over. But I always tell them I would be happy to meet, to network, or talk about business. So I just cut that personal right away when people try to hit on me and be like, what else? So basically, when it's Instagram, what's important to know about Instagram? Let's look at this post, for example. On Instagram, when I'm making a post, are you thinking of buying, so picture, right, whatever. Are you thinking of buying or selling real estate? It's basically the same thing what we do when we call, right? It's always you asking for business, one way or the other, okay? So we would be happy to assist you with all your real estate needs. Please send me DM. Okay, so the message is definitely important. Hashtags. Let's talk about hashtags. What you need to understand about all of the social media, and I think Facebook is now the same way. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, it's all about hashtags. People follow hashtags, okay? Yes.
What is the hashtag?
You see this right here? This is a hashtag.
Okay. What's the purpose of hashtag?
Okay, hashtag.
Okay.
Okay. Hashtag is the way, so basically everybody out there who's sitting on social media, they follow certain hashtags. What do people like? They like luxury. They like new homes. They like, you know what I mean? So, and look at my hashtags. I mean, I can write them all here, but they're all right here. Home selling, real estate investing, home buyers, home sellers, LA real estate agent, Los Angeles real estate, luxury homes. You know, for each post on Instagram, you can put up to 30 hashtags. Only 30. Okay. So I switch them around. You know, I put hashtag million dollar listing. So hashtags that people follow. Why? Because when you put that hashtag, this post is going to show up on people's feed who follow those hashtags, but they don't follow me. So they like what they see and they're gonna follow me. Okay. You guys need to understand that whatever you're posting on social media, the only people gonna see those posts, only the people who follow you, unless you promote the post, okay? And hashtags. So people follow hashtags and locations. Every single post, including when you post a post on the story, just report. Okay, so a hashtag and location. People follow hashtags and locations on every single post, including a story. Put a hashtag, put a location. People follow Beverly Hills, Santa Monica Beach, Malibu, you name it. Okay. So every single post, I put a location because if people follow location, they will see the post. Again, so this is how you grow your followers. Okay. So let's, yes, you have a question?
Can I clarify hashtag a little bit more?
Yes.
So hashtag is a word that people will go search. So the search engines search for the hashtags that they're coding. So when you put a realtor in California, it's what the search engines search for to bring back results. So it's a word or a phrase. In some social media like phrases now.
Phrases. Okay. Good to know. Yes.
Can you hire a company, a company that do all these for you?
You know, you could, but at the same time, you're going to be one of their 100 customers.
Okay.
Are they going to care much about you as much as you care about yourself? I don't think so.
Okay.
So if you really want to become successful, and so the reason why I have 34 something thousand followers, because they see that I'm doing it.
Okay.
You know, it's only when you're doing it personally, you're going to make it perfect. You know, I've seen so many posts where we'd be like a picture of a kitchen and the description says, how do you like this bathroom? I'm like, hey, that's what they do. You know, there are hire some people outside the US who don't even speak English, don't even know what they're writing. Be careful of that. You know, if you're gonna do it right.
How about in Turkey to get within 34,000?
6 years.
6 years.
And consistently. I work on this every single day. Well, unless I work completely exhausted. So I do it before I go to bed. First thing I wake up in the morning. And whenever I'm sitting, waiting, you know, I'll be sitting in the doctor's appointment. I'm doing it.
How many posts a day you're doing? One post and
Oh,
stories. I think.
I'm too busy to do it all the time. Stories are important. My sister said that you have to constantly have this bread. Go back here. I usually don't use it on the computer. I usually use it on my phone. Okay, never mind. Okay. So what my sister told me, because she's been doing it for a lot longer than me, that this always needs to be read so people want to click on it. Because when this is read, your name, this is going to show up. So basically, when people open their own Instagrams, okay, so everybody who posts stories is going to show up at the top, and they would want to click on it. Okay, so if you, unless so it's either that or post.
Okay.
Yes. Do not buy followers. Do not buy followers. My daughter, my teenage daughter, actually told me that about 5 years ago. I'm like, why don't you buy followers? She's like, no, they're fake. They're fake accounts. They're not going to add any business. It's a waste of money. It's going to make you look hot, but at the same time, people who know social media, they would know it's fake. You know, some people you open they have like 50, 100,000 followers and they only have one comment, 4 or 5 likes. It's obvious, right? So when you do it more consistently, you will see the difference between the real likes, real comments versus fake. Okay. So basically the goal, it's not really about looking popular, but actually getting business. So when you think about social media as a source of actually lead generation, then you start understanding it better. Okay. So for me, this is probably number 1 source of lead generation for me. I get a lot of business out of it. Getting a listing. So not of talking about social media, it's important to cover all the bases, okay? Because, many people, not everybody's on Instagram. Many professionals are using only LinkedIn, attorneys and financial advisors. So I cover all the bases. LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, thanks to Qatar, I launched TikTok. She's a big star on TikTok. She can talk about that a little bit. She actually was teaching me about which hashtags she uses on TikTok. She's good at that. Maggie's using, if you speak different language, so she's using different language.
Yeah,
Hashtags,
so
right?
what happened from my experience is, I think somehow a lot of big Asian community, they're all on Facebook. And I feel like it's different age too, because sometimes when people in the age more 50, they're more financially stable, they don't know TikTok. They go on a lot of Facebook and YouTube. And I think I got like kind of with a lot of business request to Facebook this way. And it's very impressive request. I don't even know if this is for real now, because when you go on Facebook as us as women, you have to be very careful. Because they're like, okay, can you show us proof of fund, or can you show us proof of approval? But they really got it. They really show it to me. And they say, can you just send me the listing? So it was changing the whole world for me of the social media. I think it's really happening.
Kothar, you can share your story too. So Kothar got a lead, it was on Instagram, right?
Yeah, it was through Instagram, but with me and TikTok, I think TikTok is a very creative app. So you get to create videos and actually like put videos together and use the right hashtags. And it's a really good app to grow on as well. So it's like you actually get a lot of views very quick on TikTok. You're using the right hashtags and you're using the right sounds. That's what I learned. Right now, I think I have about 13.3, something around there, followers. 13,000 followers, and they're all like authentic followers that followed because of using the sounds and making like fun videos, and it's more of an interactive app rather than, and I feel like it could be informative, but it is very interactive. You're supposed to have a little more fun on it. There's more dances, especially in 2021, where everyone was at home watching TikTok and like watching videos. So it's made everything a little more fun. I think it's a really good app. And then you have to kind of use all these apps, have the same sort of username through TikTok, Instagram, Twitter is like for words, for example, sharing thoughts, sharing quotes. And then there's Instagram where you get to use, do these posts like Lena said, and like put hashtags and share your everyday life. And then there's Facebook where you get to be very informative, and LinkedIn where you get to be very informative. And then TikTok is more like a fun app that just kind of brings everything together, I feel like. So that's how it works for me.
Rose, can you share a little bit about your success on Instagram as well? Because like I said, she was a huge star before I even launched my Instagram. I was like, dang, girl, you're a star.
Hello, my name is Rose. I moved here 3 years ago.
Her Instagram is Lena Samigoulina right here.
So what I want to add, the consistency is a key, definitely. And on Instagram, it's good to be your realtor and somebody else, because people don't like to watch only one part of you. So you are good to add the other value. So I like to cook, like to build, like animals, something, and so this should be read all the time. For beginners, I would recommend to find the popular hashtags. If you Google, they will tell you what kind of popular hashtags it's for beginners. It generates a lot of leads. Collaboration with other people, so you post their info on your page, they post your info on their page. So it's a good thing to start. And comment on the other people. Nice, preferably, it works a lot. If you go and comment like wherever, nice, beautiful, it works. So one day they will come back to you. And you ask how many pictures. I would don't overdo because people are very, yes. They,
So I wouldn't say spoiled, what would be the correct word there?
yes, so if they don't like something before, they just used to follow everybody, but now they are very like it's spoiled or what. If they don't like the post, they just don't.
There are many options now, you know,
Yes.
now we've got TikTok, we got all different resources, yeah, so definitely there are a lot more. And it's harder to get followers too, that's what Rose said, like when she was doing it.
Yes, and one thing.
Picky, the word is
Picky, yes. And engagement, it's always good to put something like, oh, it's so cold today here. What's the weather in your city? Or do you like this bathroom or not? Do you like this house or this house? Could you comment below? So it always has to be some kind of engagement. And when you start doing this, it's good thing to check which post gets more interested. So then you can post more of this information. And also good thing to have extra pictures or videos, because someday you feel like, oh, some week you feel like I don't want to post anything, and you don't have anything extra on your phone. So when you walk around, you have a good energy. Just make a couple more pictures so you can post them later.
Good point, I love that. Yes,
Question, can you pick up information from different media posted into your any of those platforms?
you have to be
Yeah.
very careful of that because there's a copywriting fine.
As long as you mention the source and.
Yeah, you can, if you mention them, then it would be okay, yeah, but you cannot use somebody else's post and pretend it's yours.
And if you want to gather people from different country, like me, my clients are Russian, so it's always good to post Russian hashtags.
Yes, good point.
Other people.
So Maggie, I think you're learning Chinese, Mandarin.
Yeah, I post Chinese, and also I do my research. I will do real estate. Type in real estate and see some like big real estate page. For example, they got like much bigger follower. Sometimes I will tag them. So my post will stay on their page for a little bit, you know, usually they take out or whatever. When people go on their page, they will see me. They go, oh, who is her? They will click it in and help me get a little bit follower this way.
Yeah. And also Rose mentioned collaboration. So one real estate agent from Dubai reached out to me. He's like, let's collaborate. I'm like, totally. He's like, I'll post your best your post on my story and you post mine and we'll tag each other. I'm like, done. You know what I mean? So like be open to like think outside the box, right? Absolutely.
Yes, and sometimes it's very interesting to put something funny because people don't watch
Serious stuff.
yes, very serious stuff. They get bored.
I love that. Yeah. So TikTok, I saw on Qatar's TikTok. I was like, oh, I love what you did. It was like really like funny, but it's like, I was like, I want to do that too. So basically, we're always evolving. We learn from each other. What can you share more about like TikTok?
Yeah, I can show some videos maybe. I think,
Do you want to like type maybe here?
yeah, it shows up. I haven't really, but for me, TikTok is like a
This bathroom is insane.
So basically, what we did, we go together. Okay, so we video each other. So we go together. I think I was making this video of Qatar. And this is a good one. We all support each other. Go with friends. Take pictures of each other, videos of each other. You know.
just having like fun, being creative, sharing like more videos, going
Good
to.
morning. I just want to say that
These guys they're open houses, broker.
Go to broker open up.
good morning. I just want to say that
So every Thursday you do it.
Well, in our side of town, it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so every Tuesday, we're like, just bring our work.
That's your work.
And like Rose mentioned, sometimes we would bring changing clothes because we already dolled up, right? We're already looking good. We just gonna be changing the car and shoot another house. That way we have footage to put, we don't.
Lena funded a penthouse on the 38th floor. Just like a television.
So I'm interested.
All finishes.
Oh, no, guys, like, there's some big agents like Santiago running, who's killing it on social media, Denise Chernoff is doing good. Denise Chernoff has a different story, his wife is doing all that.
Yeah, but sometimes it can be about family, like very personal person. A lot of people get touched with family, like kids, house.
Question, these are all your listings or
Those are broker opens, Broker
not necessarily your listings?
not necessarily listings, and there's not one place where I say they're my listings. Just be careful what you say, I think one time I went to this mansion in Brentwood, Travis Scott ended up buying it. I literally made a post and I said, does anybody know James Bond's phone number? I found him a house, you know what I mean? And people loved it, and even the builder who built that house, she shared that post on her page. And the biggest agent was Santiago Rana was the listing agent, so they know. I think because of that post, Santiago Rana started following me. You know what I mean? So they know, and they want their listings to be promoted. Unless they say no video, you're like, okay, we'll go to the next one. No problem. You know what I mean? You don't want your listing to be advertised. And some of my friends who know how big we are on social media, they literally invite me. So because they know I'm going to do this. You know what I mean? Because they want, their goal is for us to find buyers, right? And if we can, as a team, put in the work and do this kind of marketing for them, better for them, because they just need to sell it, right? And they know that we're going to do an amazing job.
Question for her.
Yes.
Forgot your name.
Kothar.
Kohan?
Kothar.
Kothar.
Yeah.
Kothar, you mentioned that you use the same name on all platforms.
Yeah, I think that's really important. When you go on Google, for example, and someone searches you up on Google and they just know you for your Instagram name, all your platforms show up. So your Twitter will show up, your LinkedIn, your Facebook username, all of those platforms. So it's just really easy to get access to.
So what's the name? Yours is Kothar?
Right
Kothar
here,
Official.
it's on this right here.
Oh, Kothar.
So it's Kothar Official, Kothar Realtor. I have 2 accounts, but Kothar Official is all my social media is Kothar Official. And then I have 2 Instagrams. I try to have a personal Instagram where I'm a little more I have my friends and family a little more, I'll kind of post whatever. And then I have my realtor page where I'm a little more professional, on the more professional side, where it's, organizing through quotes and, using the right hashtags. And then my personal Instagram, I'll just kind of post,
So-
have some fun with that.
Here, which one is personal, like the one that's goes with dot
Kothar.
realtor, that's for business?
Well, this is her
The
Instagram.
Instagram is Kothar
This is
Realtor.
her
but
Instagram,
overall,
and
it's
this is
Kothar
her TikTok. And
The
this is her
TikTok is
YouTube.
Kothar Official, Instagram Kothar Official. If you search up Kothar Official, it'll show all my platforms.
Is it private or?
Public, they're all public. Yeah, I just, in a way, when you're posting the hashtags, you have to keep it public. If it's private, it's gonna show up as no one's gonna see your account.
Yes, if you want to
So it's like you have to be a
grow,
little-
because the goal is by adding hashtags and locations, you want people to find you. And if you close, if they can't see what you have, they're not even gonna bother.
So it's nice to have a private, if you do have a personal Instagram where you're a little more, you share more, you can have a private account and that's where your friends and family are. And then your business account is the one that you're gonna keep public because you want people to search you up and see that account and see those posts and all of that. So
Is Kothar the first name or the last?
it's the best.
First name. Can you interconnect all these platforms, in one you post on one, so you will do
We're
others?
still waiting for that to happen.
We're actually working on that too. So
We're still waiting for that to happen, find out.
So you
But
do
then-
copy-paste in order to take it to.
I think Instagram and Facebook semi-connected.
If they
the-
connect.
with TikTok,
I don't
think
know,
is
mine is not, but
the good thing about it is it's your post, so you can share the same post through all platforms. You know what I mean? Like Instagram, you can connect if you go on Instagram, and actually when you're posting an Instagram post, it has the option to post on Twitter, post on Facebook, post on all of those
but
platforms.
not LinkedIn and not TikTok. TikTok is owned by another company. Because Facebook and
They're
Instagram are by the same company,
Facebook, WhatsApp, and
Okay.
Instagram is one of them.
you can connect them. TikTok is not and LinkedIn is
A
not.
lot of times when I post on TikTok, it saves to my phone automatically. So I can just take the same video from TikTok and post it on my Instagram story or post it as a reel because everyone just copies each other, you know? So it's like TikTok, ever since TikTok came out, Instagram came out with a reel. So now you can just take that same video and post it. And you might have to like use a different sound because the sound is also very important. There's a lot of sounds that like are viral that for example, on TikTok, like you can kind of search up like viral sounds and the sounds that like the majority are using, and you can make a video with those sounds. And then, you know, when you use that sound, everyone who goes to that sound, if your video is good enough, the content matters a lot, like what you're posting. A lot of people on Instagram, you know how you mentioned like, can I just take pictures from like other places? And we know talking about how important it is to be authentic when you're posting. It's because the content that you're posting is like really what attracts people, you know? So you have all the resources. You can use the right hashtags, you can use all the right sounds and all of that. But what you're posting and the videos you're making are what really matter, and that's what attracts people, you know? So
That's not true.
What software do you go to add the sound? Is it done inside the platform?
you can do it on Reels. So on Instagram, if you have a video, you can just search up the sound through Instagram, and on TikTok, you can actually search up the sound and add a video. So that's how.
Yeah, same with TikTok. They don't necessarily share the same music.
Yeah, you know.
TikTok has its own music, but it's the same with YouTube. You know, you can't just make a video for music and you can post on YouTube. You cannot do that because you will end up in trouble with copywriting. You can only use the music that is allowed by YouTube.
Wow.
One advice for everybody who really wants to do it the right way and build a platform, please, before you do so, turn on two-way authentication factor on all your platforms. Instagram and Facebook, I'm not sure if LinkedIn does that, because if your account gets hacked, and they get hacked all the time, that's the only way you can get your account back.
2 ways.
Two-way authentication factor. You can do it on your phone, Facebook, and Instagram, because you know the scammers are constantly hunting for those accounts. Basically, what it does, if somebody tries to log into your account from a different phone or computer, it's gonna send you a code. That's what it's for. So, or even if you get a new phone and you try to log into your Instagram or Facebook, it's gonna send you a notification code that you need to put in before you can log in. So that's how they cannot crack into your social media.
So in my case, before the pandemic, I was in big training. I was a fitness trainer for about 10 years, and also was doing some acting. My following was increasing until the pandemic hit. So long story short, I lost my business, everything because of the pandemic. Now I'm in real estate for several reasons. I like real estate. I think it's one of the best business around. And also I'll be working in production, movie production. So how I'm gonna take all those followers and then now this guy's on real estate, I have to shut it down because my problem is how I move those following to another industry that maybe they're not going to be invested in a $10 million house or 20. You know, they're going to be just, you know, oh, where's the fitness? I can't be posting and training. That's no problem. But my industry is going to be shifting. So because you are,
yeah. So basically,
you are focusing just real estate. That's I'm sorry, but that's
no,
the question.
you don't have to all of a sudden just become. Are you still going to do fitness? Is it still
No,
fitness?
myself. No, just myself. No, I'm done.
Just yourself? Okay.
I'm done.
But what you could use that for as a teaching skill. So basically, what you could do, you could still post real estate, but you could be teaching on the same Instagram, like, oh, I'm working on my apps. This is the best exercise. So that's how you keep these people engaged, because you will be showing them something, sharing your knowledge, fitness, because that's who you are. So you know what I mean? So you can integrate your personal life and real estate in one.
So I don't have to open another account.
I would.
It's
I would.
better to keep the other one.
I would.
and
They,
say, "Hey,
those
guys,
people, those people
no."
already know you. They already know you. Like, why would you reinvent the wheel? You know what I mean? You keep your fitness. So, you know, you could be posting on your stories, and I see it all the time. Hey guys, I'm going to the gym. I'm going to work on my abs. I'm going to work on my arms and legs, right? So it'd be like, so keep doing that. Just add your real estate into it.
Okay.
Yeah. That way, those people stay, and now they're gonna see you also, oh, they're like, oh, wait, he's also a real estate agent, huh? And I already know him because I've been following him for a minute. Definitely.
You have one account or you have two accounts?
I have actually 7. The reason why was
7.
because, I know, it's kind of crazy, but the story was, many people, scammers were opening pages using Lena Samigoulina, using my photos, my name, and acting like they were selling Bitcoin. And they were targeting my, I know. That's why I'm constantly checking my own name. So yes, I shut down obviously those pages, and luckily my followers would tell me like, hey, do you have a new page? Like so and so reached out to me, and I looked at it, and I would look it up. Lena Samigoulina, my photos, and they acting like they're selling Bitcoin. So this is the reason why. And it got to the point like I couldn't even open a new page using my name because the scammers stripped them. Because once you take it down, that name could no longer become active. So I'm like, screw this. I'm gonna take my name and keep it. So I took the Lena Samigoulina team. So I launched the other 6 to protect my own name. And they all look identical. So, you know, every post goes and every. The reason why I keep them identical, that way my followers would know if something looks off, you know, they would know immediately that's not me.
By the way, in your case, it would be great to open a second page and just post, hey guys, check out my new page, my new obsession or my new job.
You could, and even on the bio, you could put
On the
for
bio,
real
yes.
estate, click here. But at the same time, how many followers do you already have on the other one?
In which one, the fitness one?
Yeah.
Yes.
I had almost 10,000, and then on after the pandemic, I dropped like 3,000. Because I wasn't posting anything. What I want to post?
Yeah.
I'm in my house, like trying to survive.
Well,
I don't say
I was still posting. I was like,
And people don't say that.
what I was doing, I was like,
It's
come on, guys, don't give up. So I was like trying to uplift people, even though I felt like shit. You know what I mean? Like I was trying to be like a voice of like, hey, we can do this, man, we can do this. You know what I mean? until I got people, I'm like, fucking so. We're so fucked.
I think a lot of people were on social media.
What's the question?
Can I ask you what percentage of your business comes from social media?
Half of my business.
Wow.
Yes, half of my business. I close deals all the time. You know, surprisingly, people who are on Instagram, you would be surprised. They're not teenagers like you're thinking. You know, they're big CEOs of big companies. Like the listing that I have in Malibu. So he reached out to me, a married guy. Was like, I really love what you do on social media. Can you be our real estate agent? We want to buy a house in Malibu. And it was hilarious. So we meet for lunch in Malibu Cafe. We walk into the cafe, and one guy at the door was like, I know you, you're that natural Lena. Oh my God, I love you, Instagram. It was like, it couldn't be better, right in front of the new clients. I was like, dang, it's like, it felt like I gave you $20 to do it. You know what I mean? When it was like legit, it was authentic, I was like, so good. And of course I got those buyers, you know, after that kind of greeting. So yeah, and he is a CEO of a big tech company. Like when I Google him,
Any listings? For example, I was making on Instagram before the pandemic in 2017 and 18 at least $2,000 training. That's what I was doing, and I had like 3,000-4,000 followers. You don't have to have a million. And I know how to cultivate my niche, and they speak Spanish, and they were paying me for South America, so training in gym, Venice, big gym. But do you get any listings? People.
Yeah. One lady reached out to me, gosh, how many years ago? I had no idea who she was. No idea. I didn't follow her. She's like, hey, we're thinking of downsizing. Can you come see our house? She gives me the address. I pull the records. It's 18,000 square feet. I was like, I took my sister with me. Luckily, she came with me because when we were walking, I'm like, where the fuck am I? Is this like a Godfather's house or something? Like a falling alley shooting.
What is the feedback? What they saw that they said, okay,
Why?
it's her.
Why?
They saw a video, they saw.
Look, hashtags. Because if you look here, so now hashtags. Now every time, even on my story, and the reason why I start putting my name on my story because those scammers, when you download my stories, you know, now I'm putting my name in hashtag luxury realtor. I'm making it a little bit harder for them. It's almost like adding a watermark to your own videos.
Can you
So-
give us a sample with the photo and hashtag?
A story
Yeah,
and
what happened with the hashtag, if you put fitness, for example, when you go to your Instagram, you're gonna see just a bunch of people doing fitness. Apps, girls, boys, anybody.
every,
That's not a hashtag.
every
You
single,
follow that hashtag.
every single post, every
Yeah, so if
single
you click
one,
And you like the
every
hashtag,
single
I'm
post
gonna follow.
has a
so-
luxury, either a luxury realtor, luxury real estate, some kind of luxury in it. Or several of them.
Yeah.
Every single post, okay? And I put 30, so every single post of mine will have those luxury real estate hashtags.
So you use the hashtag luxury homes.
Yeah,
this
even
is
if
what
you
Shay
press the
said.
hashtag, it goes to you,
So
back to
basically,
you.
no, this is what happens. Like I said, people, like in the beginning of my class, I said, people follow hashtags.
Yeah.
And you could do that too. In fact, I am following hashtag, can't remember, Realtor Life or something. So on my different Instagram pages, I follow different hashtags. The reason why. On let's say on one of my Instagrams, I follow Nevada Realtor. On the other ones, like Florida Realtor. And then I comment. So basically, the reason why I do that, that way, I don't know these people, but whenever they post something, I comment on their post. And when they see you comment, immediately the human nature, they want to see who posted the comment. So they go on your page. That's why you need to have beautiful content. When they go on your page, they're like, huh, I want to follow that person.
Comment if they don't.
And
contact
yes,
them to your
Always
Instagram.
comment. That's what Rose was
I
saying.
never do that.
That's what Rose was saying. And even when, basically when I reach out, right, so my goal is to reach 100 followers. If they not follow me back, I would post 2 comments and 3 likes total, so I don't look like a freak. And if they don't follow me a few days later, I'll follow them, because if not following me, they're not gonna see my feed. It's a waste of energy. You know what I mean? So that's not a reason how people even see you. Like, you know, even if you're following them, they don't see you until you start commenting, and they're like, huh, who's that commenting on me? You know, and they'll be like, okay, she looks normal, you know, she doesn't look crazy,
But that's actually, I met you.
right? You thought it was
Kind
normal.
of.
You thought it was
No,
normal
you
too,
know
right?
me, because I'm following you. But, yeah, so how I knew about this class, because I saw her story yesterday, very late. I saw, oh, she's gonna be there, and I was asking her about maybe joining her, but that's another story.
Right.
So I wanted to come here and learn from her first and see, you know, how everything goes. But I think it helps. I mean, the story helped me to get here.
Right,
Actually, I've never been here.
and I started posting me kind of like talking or saying something so people could kind of think that they know me. You know what I mean? It's one thing if you just post a picture, like, you know, versus like when you're actually talking in the
Yes.
stories, right? And they're like, okay, you know, she seems normal. Like one family, I went to a listing appointment, again from Instagram, the wife reached out to me, she's like, I was following you and you seemed approachable. So I decided to reach out, you know what I mean? So I'm coming out as a warm and fuzzy, then I'm not this like stuck up bitch, you know what I mean? Like, so people can approach me.
Yeah, so 2 times before you were talking about social media, maybe 3 months ago, and I know you went on a Saturday.
Like I
All
tried,
these agents were talking, and you were talking about,
yes.
you know, this, and that's how later on I follow you and
mhm.
build that relation.
Yeah, so today, because I'm already having makeup, I'm gonna do a little TikTok again. And you know, once you do TikTok, it stays in your phone. I'm gonna post it in my stories. So all the content that we do, the goal is like the same post, like the same picture of me standing, right? So it goes on Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok now because the TikTok needs videos. But whenever I make a video on TikTok, I launch it to Instagram stories. So it's a lot of crossing throughout the social media.
I think what happens with a client finding you, it happened to me. I had to come here and see it, as I think customers do. They show up and see.
If you guys have
For
spouses,
real, you know?
if you have spouses or children who are against it, you know, I have a teenage daughter who is up my ass all the time, like, cancel it, and I had to show her the DM. I'm like, shut up, this is what I'm doing. Get off my case, go to school, you know, like, go mind your own business, this is my job, okay? You want me to pay for your bills? This is why.
What did you have to show to your daughter? I'm sorry.
I literally showed her a direct message from a potential client.
Oh.
And I said, this is why, okay? You go mind your own business. You want me to pay your bills? Get off my case. Yeah. Don't tell me what to do.
Won't help me.
And if your spouse is saying the same thing, you'd be like, girl, you want your shoes for Christmas? Get off my case. Yeah. Let me do it, like, because you have to do it. Like, if your spouse is saying you don't have to do it, no, you have to do it, because if you're not doing it, people are gonna get passed right through you.
But why was your daughter objecting to what?
If she's a teenager, she didn't like my clothes. You know,
Oh,
teenagers, do you have a teenage daughter? You just show up, they're already mad. Yes.
Do you have any suggestions if people Google your name and there's hundreds of articles written about you for the other work you do, which is,
I hope it's a good article.
well, it is in that particular industry, but it also freaks people out. So any suggestions on how to counter that?
You mean you want to cover that up? Okay, that I don't know, to be honest. You might want to reach out to source that posted it,
Yeah, it's major media.
major media. Well,
Change
you
the
know,
venue?
no, but you know how they say, any publicity is good publicity, and it's fair. Unless you were like harassing.
No, I investigate unsolved murder cases intuitively. And so an example is Netflix filmed part of my investigation, so that many people saw it. So I have articles written about what I should do, where I should go. So if you Google my name, it's because of that it keeps them trying to
So
count.
you're a private investigator?
But yeah, somewhat. So I'm kind of like that, yes.
Okay.
So I try to get past that, where again, my Netflix wasn't the greatest.
I know the answer. Post as much as you can. That way that post goes to the bottom.
I try to do that, but it's just one person can add to a post, and then that post comes back to life.
Yeah, you have to hire people.
you have to hire a company maybe.
Well, how long ago was it posted?
Netflix came out.
No, that post about you.
Oh, I've had posts written about me for the last decade, articles and posts, and so they keep popping up. And I'm trying to separate this business from this business because I can't tell people, hey, I investigate dead bodies, but I'm your realtor. You know? So I'm struggling with that on a constant basis of how do I.
That's the difficult thing.
That's so
But I mean,
interesting. Like,
And you know, people don't like this word, I hate this word, but I'm a psychic investigator and I have a proven track record.
That's cool.
So I work with FBI and law enforcement, but what happens is
So you're cool
because,
guy.
right, what happens is people don't like that word psychic, which I don't like, so that turns a lot of people off.
What is the title? The title? Before?
I'm a psychic investigator.
Psychic, from this now to real estate.
Yeah.
Be super open and just say.
Well, listen,
what it
you
is, what
can't
it is.
please everybody. Okay, many
Yeah.
people want harm me because of a female and because I look good. You know what I mean? We have like Joe Spice or whatever. Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Just focus on people who will work.
Yeah, I seem to spend a lot of my time deleting or hiding comments. Because people, you know, especially on Netflix, which I haven't seen, people like to tell me what I should do, and they'll post it on my other social media. So when you
Well,
Google my
luckily
name,
it's not related to real estate.
but when you Google my name, it's the first, even if you Google my real estate,
Mhm.
it
It
also
shows up.
comes up.
Yeah, in your case, I would just do as much of this as possible. Just do it over and over and over. That way it overflows the other one.
Like you use that to your advantage and say, oh, I'm psychic, I know which one to get you.
You know, I've actually tried to incorporate that a
And you
lot.
could say that, you know, you use it in your negotiation tactics because I will be the best person to.
And I
fight
do
with.
use that. It's just again, when this big show comes out and everybody's attacking all your social media.
Well, like I said, luckily it's not negative about real estate, right? So it doesn't say you suck at real estate agent, right?
Well, but when it just says you should go after yourself or you should go to hell or you,
Well, of course, you went after Netflix, of course. That's-
well, I didn't go after Netflix, I was in the Netflix show.
Oh, you did a Netflix show.
what hate is always gonna hate, who cares if you're famous?
You were in a Netflix show? That's cool.
Yeah, it's not so.
I'm like,
Thank
totally.
But again, that negative press, I'm trying to turn it positive, but most of my time on my social media, my real estate, I'm having to hide comments or delete things or.
No, I get it.
So,
I get it, I get it. Well, like I said, it's not like you were in a sexual misconduct or something like that, you know what I mean? There's a lot worse shit that could have happened, right? So, it is what it is, you know what I mean? You're on Netflix, you're a star.
You should say I'm a psychic, ask for future of real estate from me.
But I take it in a fun way, otherwise,
I do take
Yeah,
it
just
in a
have
fun
fun with
way.
it.
well, you should just be
I
another
do
10
take it
years.
in a fun way, but when you have big, meter.
You say you're missing the point. I was on Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a good show in Netflix, it wasn't a good show.
Do you have to watch it and how you?
Oh, I already know what the second is about, trust me.
How long ago was this?
Netflix came out in just November.
Yeah, just- Listen, we all have something in the back and we try to.
Your mine's all over the internet, trust me, not just Netflix, but.
It's real fast.
Yeah, be consistent with your real estate,
Real fast.
you know,
Just do it.
it'll pass. Just cancel culture.
I was
It's
I hope
like,
so,
it lasts,
but,
if
yeah.
cancel culture doesn't last long, like,
You know,
people will
you
be
should-
canceled and,
I'm
they're.
praying for that, because you have like religious people writing articles about you and your beliefs, and they don't know you. And, I used to go and say, well, ask me.
Oh, well, now that you mentioned religion, I forgot to mention that while he was here. I stay neutral. I don't talk about politics, religion,
Yeah.
Or sex.
nothing, or
Or
sex,
sex.
or, nothing, neutral.
Sex is different.
I don't even say Merry Christmas, I don't say Happy Hanukkah, nothing. Happy holidays, that's all I say.
That's it.
Happy Thanksgiving, I pick the holidays, I'm neutral, like 4th of July,
Happy
love 4th of July,
holidays.
everybody celebrates it.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Don't talk about politics, because, it's just, don't
Doesn't work.
talk about real estate.
Well, they only
And your
go away
personal life.
anyways, all the politicians need to go
Exactly.
away and start over anyways.
Exactly, and trust me, when Trump won, I did block many people, but it's okay. But like, try to stay neutral, you know what I mean? Don't engage. Yes, just talk positive. People love, the reason why people follow me, they love my positivity. Even though like I might be freaking crying on my couch, I'm not gonna post that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to bring people down. I want to uplift people. Like when everybody's just stuck at home during pandemic, I was trying to be like uplifting, like, trying to cheer them up, even though, yeah, it sucked, they're like, shit, Will, die. So yes, just keep it pretty. Just don't put stupid stuff that nobody cares about, just think about the consumers, what they want to see, what they want to like, you know what I mean? To keep them engaged. And engagement, like my sister said, definitely ask questions where they actually respond. Like, do you prefer ocean view or mountain view? Like, do you prefer condo? Like, something engage them in the conversation so they feel like they're part of it. Thank you all for coming.
You know,
Thank you to my team, girls. Yay!
The picture now with the team.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe if you guys have more questions, so we will respond. This is all our social media right there.
Oh, good. Hey, you'll be fine. Yeah, I was real trying
So you're in something else.
What area are you gonna market?
What is the?
I think that's what I understand.
And make it a picture. Are you gonna? No, we're gonna be talking. I'm gonna show you.
I don't like this picture.
Yeah.
It's like
This bathroom is insane.
It's free. Do you have a headshot, professional headshot? Well, what do you use on business card?
No, this is good.
You don't have any professional headshot? No. The holidays are coming. Do you have like some kind of,
I like this line.
like, just post a picture of your family, say happy holidays from, open it, it's free.
Super easy.
Go to Instagram, They'll open a page with your name. Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. I just go to Instagram.
Teaching.
Say, open a page. Just listen to that. You can do, girls, I think, can you open a Instagram page on laptop? Yes. Yeah, just create password, turn on two-way authentication factor. Yeah, just start today. You know, post a picture, I don't know.
Do I have to have a picture?
Yeah, I mean, the how you post it, you need to post pictures.
No, no.
I mean, you can,
Open it
oh,
up.
yeah. Of course, and put a bio, in the bio, I put that, I was so. Or just, you can look at my bio,
I mean,
put a picture, put your.
it's okay, I just got.
No, you open your page.
Oh, my
You type my name.
You'll be promoting your page. You're right.
And I will come up with
Such a business minded. How do I do?
I get it. Well, Realtor Lena is my legit account, for sure.
What if somebody else?
No, nobody else can take that name. The name, only one name per customer.
So how come
They were opening pages called Lena Samigoulina 1, Lena Samigoulina 2. It was different. It was my name, but it was different. And you have to stick on
So what do you think?
No, because it didn't let me open more.
And the other
That's the
person,
answer.
why did you open seven?
She grabbed what was left of my name, because like I said, once they open the page, scan page, I would shut down that page. But once the name was used, I could no longer use that name. So I knew they were gonna keep doing it, so I grabbed whatever was left of my name.
So how come you didn't open Realtor Lena and your last
Only.
name?
Okay, here?
Completely.
Oh, it doesn't, they're still doing it, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to permanently stop it. I just grabbed what I want to make sure is going to be mine, and then I'm gonna show it.
Let's take one with filter.
Again, it's some question, like,
How do I know that they're not gonna use those names?
the one with your
Social security number does not go there. It's only your organization.
Yes, and the name that.
So I know the 7 pages because I own them.
Oh, they cannot open.
They cannot. The names that I grabbed, so only one name can be used on once. Nobody else can use it.
Yeah, it's like 7 account maximum.
It's the same as finding your website. Okay, like you cannot use the website accounts that are already generated.
Yes,
Same
exactly.
thing.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can only use one name.
But anyways, you consume 7 accounts.
Yes, correct.
What do you feel said?
Correct. Now,
I go on an account.
you just open one name.
It's my information, and let's say I follow you, would you see that I'm following?
I will.
And then you wanna type in rows?
And you can send me, like, there's a way that says message me, you can message me and ask questions.
Which one is?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask. Thank you for
No,
the-
it's not.
I love
Is
how.
that okay?
Absolutely. There was a password? No.
Sorry.
So
No, it's
how
okay.
did you
Okay.
So definitely, I love you.
Sorry.
No.
Oh, you wanna go to last page, right?
Well, where do you live?
So,
Okay, that's fine.
like, what's gonna help you, you know, what's kind of deep.
No, you will ask to log in.
Is this the area, you know,
This one?
you know what I mean? Like, you step
The
down
more?
some-
Oh,
And usually that kind of
Just
stuff.
the link now.
Usually you-
Are you logging before?
No, I didn't do the passport.
Answer those questions.
Log to understand,
Yeah,
no?
really, like,
That's it. You wanna do, do you have a picture here?
yeah.
Do you have to log in?
Yeah.
I'm also pushing that.
Exactly, yeah.
So, you know, and I'm about massive amount of action.
Absolutely.
Break it down.
I had clients I like my social media.
That's cool.
You got it? Okay. Do you wanna use your phone? For taking your picture?
Well, thank you so much for coming. It's mine. If you want, I sent it to you. I just didn't know which one. I had to new this one. Okay. Personally, I post it. Not gonna fire it. People know me like this. So I.
Right.
I'm gonna use
Yeah.
this Instagram page. I'm gonna start doing like posts. I'm gonna try to
See why yours is so bright and nice? Mine is so dark. Because mine is so yellow. Why? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, well, listen. So when I take my. Right. You know, listen. I've sold these collection, like, you know what I mean? So I've done it. I've sold. Now, you know what I mean? So I sold even probably to. Yes, so it's like, I get it. That's my picture. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. You want to take some more? Yes. I want to open the mine. Okay. Right. You do? Okay.
Is it like it's really good?
It wasn't really bad. I'm trying to get my
Okay.
Spoke about but now they're trying to.
Yeah. Well, you need a mentor. You need a good mentor. And I mentor. Yeah. You just need a right mentor.
Okay.
I think so, because to be honest, Manny, you are.
I have the document.
Is he also in something? Really? Oh, he's here. Manny's here.
He wants to buy it.
He doesn't own them. He owns only one, but he is the. Does it show? Yeah. So I mean, he's also your team leader of the Southfield. So you. Yes. I like it. Okay. Let's talk to Manny. You might need to join our team here to be a mentor. I'm not sure. We need to do that's a question for Manny. So I'm happy to mentor you. I just don't know how it works between the offices.
I need to be very honest. So if you're comfortable to drink out there, we'll just follow it. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, I'm very cool.
Yeah,
You got it?
or you're writing down
Everywhere. And then I want to say, okay, what was the much of the team? We went to cities. How we go more south, please.
3 times. So if you know, like don't get distracted.
No.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure. Sure. Oh, can I make it? Yeah, thank you. Oh, you want to take this? Right.
And you don't know if
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I can say 1,000.
So let's do this. I know Manny might be busy. Let's schedule a meeting together with Manny and talk to him. Oh, yeah.
Don't you? Yeah, that's what I want.
Of course, I will.
Yeah. No, yeah. I don't want. Yeah. Yeah.
What you do outside of real estate is your own business.
Okay, no, I want to be transparent. I don't want you.
No, all my girls on my team, they have second jobs.
Okay, great. That's what I mean.
Absolutely. Yeah. That pays your bills, for sure, dude.
Okay? Yeah, I know they have to do a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time, appreciation. Let me handle this. If you don't mind, can I handle this? Simon, the broker, and I document?
Yeah, so it's your.
Yeah, let me handle this.
Yeah.
I know how to do it.
Okay, okay, and you know Manny too then,
Yes,
right?
yes,
So,
I know how to take it so fast.
yeah,
Let me, I will work everything.
like, I wanna help you, let me see how we're gonna do
Yes,
this, okay?
yes. Let me do everything. Don't worry about it.
Should we take a picture as a team?
Yes.
Can you take a
Of course,
picture
for
for
everybody,
us?
yeah.
Thank you.
Don't let the group just rumble. Ladies do great.
Thank you.
Yeah, this,
Papa, let's take pictures.
how you want it, portrait or photo or.
We need full body though, hold on, yeah, we need like stand in the Rose. Okay, hold on, thank you, good luck on your exam.
I will.
So Rose is taking hers, you know that, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Good luck on your exam.
If you want a team.
Good luck.
Team.
Like this. You got this.
Thank you.
It's up to you, Rose. Should it be? But then Rose, no, it's okay. Okay.
1, 2, smile. I want to take another one. 1, 2. Check it out. I took
With you in the
several.
middle? Yeah.
I do several.
Oh,
In
yeah,
the side.
maybe we'll change spots with Rose. We need to separate and stuff. You in the pink, you wanna go on the other side of Qatar? That's gonna look good.
I like the black and Meg, we'll do.
Yeah, Rose, me in the middle? Sisters? Yeah. One's okay?
That's fine. Is it a little like mixed up? But then again, it's like if I'm in the middle right
Yeah,
here.
which one?
Now we're
It's
too
better
like.
if you move this way because I see the
Oh,
the table. And I want to do it very clean. There, perfect. That's perfect. Okay, I'm gonna take 0 ones. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. You wanna arrange again? Arrange your dress, your position. 1, 2, and 1, 2, and don't move.
Thank you so much.
You're hired.
No,
We should call
Not
that
to-
way.
okay, I swear.
But now that, are they saying they're not fixing the fireplace anymore?
No. So on his first addendum, he said he's doing some packaging.
Oh,
He
it's
said
looking great.
he just doesn't want us to reinspect
Ah.
and come back.
Because on the third agenda, I didn't see the fireplace anymore.
No. What they're, basically what we already agreed. That's
Well,
not
thank you so much. Thank you for everything.
Thank you so much for trying.
Thank you.
So what you guys need to understand about so it's like countering, he's not countering that. So whatever he already offered on the first addendum, it's still part of the deal.
Oh, okay, so he, because I see he rejected second one.
So basically what he doesn't want to do, so he's still gonna do what he promised he would do. He just doesn't want us to re-inspect and come back
Okay,
with
shall we
more.
call Philip now?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not used to the word you gave me.
Should we take a video of us like?
Okay.
Do you want a picture?
Yes, one more in front of, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no such.
No, it's okay.
Hey, honey. What's the story? Sweetie, that's not fair. No. I'll come pick you up. Wait for me. Because I'm at the office. Sorry, I was just talking. Ready? Brett, but he needs to drive you to my place.
For a second, I want to be a little lighter.
Brett, please don't do this to me. Brett, please don't do this to me. I don't want. Sweetie, I will be at my place by the time you get there.
I don't know, what?
I'm
what
5
is it
minutes
look
away.
like Yellow, but look, I saw some from, but look at.
You still at school. I'll see you at my place. Bye. You gotta go? My son. Let's just take a quick picture.
Okay, can we do the call to the Philippi and Amber?
We might have to do it. on
We
the
got good
video.
pictures.
We do?
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
These are
so-
nice.
so we good? Okay.
These are really good.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, send them to me.
Okay, so we have to do it later?
I got it, my son.
Yeah, sure.
Well, let's do it three-way.
Okay.
Did you get the photos?
Yes.
We should photos, you got photos?
I have all the pictures.
Photos, pictures.
We need to, okay, question. What's our next working day? Because we like nobody's working. Like nobody's working.
Saturday, Sunday, mornings. Mornings, what day, Thursday morning? Tuesday morning? I'm free every day, so Tuesday, we can do Tuesday. Oh, no, we can't do Tuesday,
Why?
Monday, Tuesday is my brother's birthday, so. So we're gonna have it.
Because we have an office party, I think.
Oh, yeah, when's the Christmas party?
His
Are we
birthday,
doing
I
a
have two
Christmas
birthdays on
party?
The 21st, yeah, two birthdays.
How was it?
Where can I see the video?
You
Which
missed
video?
one.
It's recorded, right? Is
Oh.
it up there online?
It's okay, you can just watch.
I need to edit it first. All right, girlies.
Okay.
So we have the photos. We're gonna do the three-way call with them.
When?
We just need to check the deal. We need to check the deal.
Okay, so should I just, what else we need to sign? Because we need to sign on the inspection removal, right?
Yeah, so we need to send them continuously move for inspection. So we have until 4 p.m. We can work on it. We can get it done.
Can
Is it okay
you,
to
yeah, can you?
Do you want to go to my place? Because I
Yeah,
just make
yeah,
sure I'm there
yes,
by the time my
yes,
son gets there.
Yes. But I want to get it over with, like close this deal and,
Oh, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
yeah, and move on, you know?
Okay.
Which one is that? Oh, you should lock out, right? Lock out? Because I don't want your information on there. People can get in to see the.
Okay.
Which one is that?
Probably mine.
Where? This is mine.
I got it.
Rose, do you have my car key, right?
Okay, so I meet you at your house.
You tell me your place? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, okay, let's go.
Next.
You're welcome. It's up to you. It's up to you. If you want them to come to you at this next birthday. I don't.
Sorry about it. I want to do it properly. Thank you. I'll send you and thank you.
different